come on a little walk with me as I distill some of the wisdom of what just occurred. So I decided to leave my house this morning to make a quick run and get some water and buy some coffee, even though I'm trying to quit, but I'm pushing that day because I'm a coffee addict like most of us out here. So I went to Safeway and I grabbed water, and then I ended up going to Tim Hortons, which I don't particularly like, but it's one of those choices that don't always make sense, but you end up doing anyway. So I went and I was just gonna go through the drive-through, and there's a lineup. Anyway, I turn my car around, so I go into the lineup, and then I notice that there's these other cars that have been waiting, but they're like in the parking. This is the parking of the store, and they're just off to the side, and it looked like they were turning right to leave, but they were actually waiting to get like into the lineup. Now I didn't know this because I don't go to Tim Hortons all the time. I don't know the etiquette. So this car honks at me and I'm just like, what is going on? You know, like, why are you sitting there? Like, why didn't you just do what I did, which is I went into the parking lot and I turned back around, and then I was able to curve behind the cars, which that's what made the most sense to me, but not to those other people. So then I'm in the lineup, but now I'm thinking, well, fuck, these people have been waiting. I don't want to be in front of them. So I make a choice to stop and to back up and go somewhere else. And so I completely deviated from the plan that I had made. So in this one moment, this moment of complete pure action, very Aries. This morning has been so Aries. So let's not forget we are in the Aries full moon. So I abruptly turn my car around and I speed off, gesticulating to these people how they could have made a better choice. Even though I am aware that my point of view is not the only one, and likely I probably did ignore some obvious signs. So now I find myself driving to this other place much further, which this is completely not what I was gonna do. This was supposed to be a short trip in and out of the house, go back in. I had a whole plan what to do with my morning. And now I'm driving, I get to the next place. Full. This one is even busier, full of cars, can't even get in. I'm like, okay, fuck this. So I go to the second place that I know, which is even further, but it's by the park that I love. So now I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm going to the park. So I do end up getting my coffee, and then I am now walking around the park, which is completely different. And unexpected, unpredictable. It's totally shifted the way that my day looks now. Is it better? I don't know. Am I happy I'm here? Yes. It's so beautiful. And you know what? Maybe I needed it. Maybe that greater part of me knew something that I didn't in my attempt to make this. In my attempt to have this perfect plan of productivity. So I guess my point is this, that one choice in our lives will create a whole new storyline, and it takes 1 second for that to happen. So no matter how much we plan, and the point of that is that it can be out of our control, out of our circumstances, that we're able to influence, right? Things can just, like, no matter how tightly you are, you're holding on to something, or you're trying to create something within this set parameter that you've determined is the right course of action. Forces outside, seemingly outside of yourself, nothing really is outside of yourself, will come in, and they will somehow seem to put you onto another trajectory. There's a lot going on here today. So it's good to have a plan, and it's good to be able to let go of that plan. And also, if things don't go as planned, just make the best of it, like I did. Like, I ended up just taking this beautiful walk, and now I'm enjoying this natural beauty, and I'm telling you all about it, and perhaps it will help one or many of you in some way at some point, if only to serve as a reminder that we are always co-creating with something larger than ourselves, and life is nothing but a process of evolving and moving fluidly with the circumstances of our lives. There's nothing rigid or static, and issues only arise when we try to pretend that we can force things to stay a certain way, and that life is not this living movement, or that we are apart from it in any way. We are not. So be mindful of your choices, but also be willing to let go of the rigid plans that you've made, and go with the flow, and always find the advantage in any kind of deviation that's presented to you. So right now with the Aries moon, there's going to be probably a lot of this impulsive energy, this like a firecracker. Like, things will just, you might just do things, right? You'll just boom. Aries is just explosive. It doesn't think, it does. But this can be just the right catalyst to set you on a path that you never even imagined, and that maybe your soul is trying to point that out to you and help you get to where you've always needed to go. So be willing to surrender to the unknown and the unpredictable. Be well, and Be adventurous and trust in your path.